we have Deora 2! We're gonna shoot the pipeline. Is that a 27-second open? Ooh, it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Now, in my previous experience with Deora 2, it rolls easy, and unfortunately because it is shaped like a tube, it keeps rolling once it begins. Hopefully that's less of an issue this update. Oh, I got into a bit of a drift there and lost control. Now, as much as Vert does drift Deora in the movies, it doesn't look like much of a drift vehicle. Can I even pick this gap? Barely. I barely picked that gap. Spinning out really costs you time once you've triggered those doors. So let's try and not spin out in future. It is so much slower now. Like this is... I think this might be slower than baseline. Ah. And it handles worse than baseline. Like it doesn't... It's not... See, this is what I mean. It rolls. It rolls and it just keeps rolling until it hits another surface that it can't roll up. Yeah, so far, not a fan. I know this is a Hot Wheels classic and it's like sin to speak ill of the dead. But Jesus Christ, though, we're going to have to restart the whole bloody thing. Grab another bit of nitrox and we'll try again. This is a bit of a poor run. Not a fan of Deora 2 at the moment. It's not in the best state. But this is a decent car in previous updates. But this update has taken away the speed, and that just turns it into this really lightweight brick. It handles like a brick, drives like a brick, and it's got no speed to make up for it. It sounds like it's really struggling to get up this hill. Damn. Alright. Obviously, if you nitrox at the right time, Deora will stop rolling and just start driving, which is great. Gives it that downforce that it so desperately needs. But it's just really... Oh my god! So what happened there was it just... The back end just kicked out. I just lost control of my vehicle. That all happened a bit too fast for me to even like go, hey, this is not good. I don't know if I'm going the right way now, but I can only assume I am. There's another door ahead. It's closing, so that means oh no. God damn it. Jeez. Also, just to note, that doesn't quite line up with where it should. But, you know. So, the car is slow. Doesn't drive very nicely. It's just started turning on its own now. It wasn't turning at all. In the movies, it's got some sort of four-wheel steering. Oh, God. And I'm going to call it. This is just no good for this track. Oh, not fun at all. I'm not going to say that Pipeline can't be done with Deora 2. I'm saying it shouldn't be done with Deora 2. Alright, hopefully the surfboard vehicle does well on the water. Just land on your wheels, please. For once in your life. Alright. Piece of shit listens. So, what have we learnt so far about Deora 2? That it sucks on pipeline. It's a bit too lightweight for its own good, which is why it rolled once it hit the ground just before. Now we get to see if this thing is a drift vehicle or a grip vehicle. So far it's seeming like a grip vehicle, but that could just be that it is too slow. Now, the reason I nitroxed up, or I used the jump jets there, was because I was going to land in the hole. and obviously the vehicle stops better than it does get out of holes. Alright, drifting is basically off the table in this, kind of like it was with chicane. Yeah, this is not a drift vehicle at the moment, which, it's fine. It's a bus. Should the bus drift? I know it's not actually a bus, but it is such a bus imagined vehicle. If you filled in the surfboard section, it would look like a bus. It's got good brakes, good controls and everything like that. As a group vehicle, this isn't too bad. It's slow as shit though, like just drive chicane. Can pretty much do the final review of this already and just say, just drive chicane. This is garbage. Well, I just verted myself. Wipe out like that and hardly got dinged. Like, you can kind of get it on a really sharp drift, but it's not ideal. Alright. Cliffside's going to be the make or break for this. Oh no. Oh, it actually took that really well. Yes, I got airborne, but I hit the ground and I had control of the vehicle. That's something that doesn't happen often, especially in Teku cars. It is a bit swervy on the loop, not ideal. So, what happened there? My headset cord moved, and it made me go, oh, something's running on me. I jumped. Yeah. Distracted me. We'll try again. Now we have got a reset, so if I drift, I will freeze the game. I don't think I will be trying to drift in this until the real drifty sections. As long as I can get 2 or 3 corners in, I can see if this thing is driftable or not. At the moment, it's just a bitch to keep it on the loop. Alright, we're going to try again. This way we can drift if we need to. What are we hitting here? It seems like it is faster than baseline, but not enough to make it. It's not as fast as chicane felt, I'm pretty sure. No idea. Alright, let's try and just make the damn loop. It's just not ideal. Obviously, the way loops work with Hot Wheels toys is they're straight and the car is stuck in them just going straight. In this, they're not, because that's not really how they're going to work. You know, the edges steer the car, so they keep it in line, whereas in this, that doesn't happen. Alright, she drifted fine there, so she can in a pinch. But obviously the vehicle isn't a drifty vehicle, so it doesn't overly need to. Like that, I kind of cut it a bit close. I just got a bit scared of going wide. That's one thing I do have to worry about, is going wide. But yeah, it takes that corner so smoothly. There's no stress. It's not a drift car. But it can. And like, it holds that quite nicely when it needs to. That was my own fault. I took that way too tight, but we'll see how we go with a few more corners. Like, as far as cornering goes, this is probably one of the best cornering vehicles I've ever driven. Like, this is so nice. And it helps that it's slow as hell. I'm not oversteering or anything. Oh, this is just a nice car to drive, man. Oh, that was a bit of oversteer. This is because I didn't slow for the corner at all. Alright, try again. Nearly rolled there. That's an issue. Well, overall, it's slow. It drives pretty awfully on like any sort of incline. As soon as this hits an incline, it's terrible. But taking corners, any flat corners, a flat track, this car is beautiful. Jumps, this car sucks. When it hits the ground, it bounces. Quite a lot. It's a very light vehicle. It needs a lot more weight to it. Especially, like, look at the design of it. How is this not heavy? Have I ever looked inside? That's terrible. Come on. That should be the easiest one to model. It's in the movies. It's the most shown interior of any Hot Wheels vehicle. So yeah, it's very lightweight. When I hit the ground here, it will land fine. Never mind. But when it rolls, it just keeps rolling. For a track with no jumps, I'd say it's beautiful. No jumps, no loops, beautiful car. As soon as you have a loop in the mix, it's difficult to keep control of it. And as soon as it goes off jumps, it's very easy to also flip and roll it. But unfortunately, it's just too slow. It needs a bit more speed to it, in my opinion. It feels slow and it's not very good, but the car's got no weight to it.